urgent public notice, declaration of a state of emergency of the Republic of South Africa, and official State of the Nation address for 2017. Continue. Today, Wednesday, 8th February 2017. Having greeted all of you and welcomed you, I say the following. Being the single candidate nominated by the Constitution in terms of Schedule 3, the election procedure for constitutional office bearers, state president and others, I accepted the nomination. Section 3, subsection 3 reads, a person who is nominated must indicate acceptance of the nomination by signing either the nomination form or any other form of written confirmation. This I had done as early as 9 February 2004 and 30 October 2008, and again on the 7th of May 2014. To no avail, I place these motions before the courts, and I am physically pushed out of the courts. On the 2nd of November 2015, I was stabbed in my lungs and in my kidneys, right in front of my gate going into the flat where I lived. On the same night, Mr. Julius Malema took a flight to Great Britain. He then returned. I nearly lost earlier in the same year my right leg as a ligament at my hip when a toilet that was broken in my flat cut me. When I used it, somehow the members of the EFF, the Youth League of the ANC, and all other political leaders gained access to my house by befriending my son, Frank. Now, since we are standing and being ostracized, masquerading members of parliament influence official police officers to violate the laws of the land. He is forced to use dacha and smoke dacha, so is the mother of his children. An unlawful default restraining order was taken out against me and my son not to see my grandchildren. Because my actions must set the example for my own family and the nation, I submitted, even though I was not given due process to defend my grandchildren who love me dearly. At the moment, for the past nearly 3 months, in preparation of Mr. Jacob Zuma wanting to do the State of the Nation address, and Parliament wanting to continue with their unconscionable crimes against the nation and involving the other leaders of the various states in the globe to commit crimes against the Republic of South Africa and us. Now, I was 1 week in the hospital when I was stabbed in my kidney and lung in my hands with a pretended mugging, wanting my cell phone and money. Every time when I table motions before Parliament or any of these forums, the United Nations, SADC, the United States, France, FIFA. Then my son and I are assaulted and marked against gunpoint. I am not aware. I cannot contact him on his cell phone at the moment. I don't know if he is alive. I've gone to the Roman Catholic Church. I'm a member. I'm afraid that I don't want to accuse the members of the Catholic Women's League, because I am convinced that the members of the African Women's League and others join the various sodalities of the Roman Catholic Church and incite hatred against us. Also, the fact that these habitual criminals without conscience are high flight risks, and they are intending, as they did in 2008, to gain access to state assets, money, the presidential planes, and so forth. And can, after they have already made preparations in advance for their escape, take flight at a moment's notice. So on that regard, I'm reading to you what Section 5 under Schedule 3, Part A, regarding election procedures provides. It states, single candidate nominated. If only one candidate is nominated, the person presiding must declare that candidate elected. On those grounds, I come before you and God Almighty in humble submission and obedience, and in front of all nations, now take the oath of office for the Republic of South Africa. Say I. Right? In the presence of everyone assembled here, and in full realization of the high calling I assume as President-elect for the Republic of South Africa, the government and the state, I, Wilna Minnies, a Christian, South African female citizen, law-abiding, God-fearing taxpayer, with identity document number 621105021388. I swear, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, observe, uphold, and maintain the Constitution and all other law of the Republic, and solemnly and sincerely promise that I will always promote all that will advance the Republic and oppose all that may harm it. Promote, protect the rights of all South Africans. Discharge my duties with all my strength and talents to the best of my knowledge and ability, and true to the dictates of my conscience. Do justice to all. Devote myself to the well-being of the Republic of South Africa and all of its people. So help me God. In conclusion then, it takes you back to the principal laws of the universe, that if you have a pocket of grade 1 potatoes, and one potato in it is rotten, can the 99 out of the 100 good potatoes, grade 1 potatoes, change this rotten potato to be a good potato again? Or will the rotten potato influence the 99 and bring them to decay? I appeal to you on the basis of love to do what you ought to do. And since ex-President Thabo Mbeki, during the State of the Nation address on the 9th day of February 2004, stated, we are at a golden door. And what he foresaw and predicted was good years ahead. At the moment, the country is in a disaster with the drought, the army worm, and other plagues visited upon us as a nation for our wickedness and for us declaring war on our own state. I pray to God that we as a nation come to our senses and do our duty. This coin in my hand, symbolic, have two sides. There's heads and there's tails. I, as head of the state, the Republic of South Africa, with the authority vested in me, am now forced to force my way into Parliament. Must I shoot my way into Parliament? And if I do, will I finish this war on the right side of the law? Yes. Will the nation, their continuous rebellion against the law and war that they declare against their own state,